Newsshooter coverage of Cine Gear 2025 is sponsored by B&H Build Expo, June 17th and 18th at the Javits Center, New York, and Atlas Lensco.
Hi, it's Matt here for Newsshooter.com at Cine Gear 2025. I'm with Matthew from NewLifeCine. Now,
correct.
what is NewLifeCine?
So NewLifeCine is my company that I started with my wife Diana, and it's basically a specialized marketplace for cinema equipment. So mostly cameras and lenses, but also high-end accessories. And we just wanted to have the safest, easiest kind of white glove service for people who are trading and selling, cinema lenses, cinema cameras, and high-end gear.
Yeah, because it can be hard trying to sell secondhand equipment. eBay is a little bit dodgy, and other ways of doing it can be problematic, I guess, as well. So, how does your system work?
Sure. So basically, that's kind of what happened to me. As I used to sell brand new equipment with a big reseller, and my clients would come to me all the time and say, I get ripped off on eBay, the marketplaces, someone has to trust somebody, it's a little scary. And after years of hearing this, I decided, well, there's obviously someone needs to come into this space and make it as safe as possible. So the way that NewLifeCine works is that when you find an item that you want to buy, you put down a 10% deposit. We take that item and send it to a certified third party that essentially inspects and is like a service provider. So they'll inspect the item, make sure it's in good shape. There's no service that needs to be done. If there is service, we can go back to the seller and say, hey, to get it sellable, we need to put a little bit of money in to, fix that wobbly SDI or to tighten up the focus on this lens. And once we're kind of all on the same page, we take the full payment as a bank wire from the buyer, hold that in escrow, get it delivered, and then once the buyer has it, they have 48 hours to open the box, touch the lens, turn on the camera, and just to make sure there's no misrepresentation, everything was promised that's in there, and then we release the funds to the seller. So it kind of takes away that fighting with eBay, fighting with PayPal, trusting people. As long as the buyer and the seller both trust us, then essentially we can handle the transaction and keep it totally safe. And it's all bank wires, it's all third-party inspections. And so we've just been able to kind of curate this kind of white glove, kind of high-touch sales environment for people that have these sometimes $100,000, $150,000 items, and they really want to put it to a new set of hands very safely.